Hello and welcome back here to Prior's Flat, and we've had a bit of a turnaround here. Newcastle City now 135 for 8 in the 45th as David Newton is bowling to Padmalaya, the captain, and he high drives that one up towards the house end. He's not going to get 4 for that one though, he's just going to get 2. That takes it to 137 for 8. Sandeep Padmalaya has gone to 20. Stubbs at the other end, he's got 2. And the wickets, 3 for Paul Newton and 2 for David, since you last were with us. And Kant has added another one as well, I think, before 4. And there's a full toss, and that's swept away, but it's stopped there by McCabe at short fine leg over to the tennis court side, and they'll just get 1 there. Padmalaya might have thought he wasted that shot, but good, well stopped by McCabe it was. So 1 more to the total, 138 for 8 now in the 45th. So Newton's bowling to Stubbs. There's 5 back and 4 in, and there's a big swing, and it came off the wicketkeeper, and they're going to get a single. And there's a bit of carelessness in the field there from Tynedale. They added 1 more, so they've pegged them back here at Tynedale. They've pegged Newcastle City back. They don't want to waste it. This grand effort they've put in so far this afternoon, after Kumar and it was Shahid Khan opened up well for the visitors. But that was the end of the over. 5 more to go, and we've had Finley, and now we've got Dotty. We've got a trainee guide dog, and it's just a little puppy, golden, with its new lead and its sticker on there, its yellow sticker. But Dotty's having good fun down here on the boundary at the moment. But we've got a change of bowler anyway. Paul Newton has been taken off, and we've got McCabe coming back for his second spell. 1 wicket so far. Paul Newton took 3. He really turned the innings around in the middle. He was the bowler that set it off. A couple of LBW and a bowled in there as well. And there's a drive from Stubbs, and it goes out towards the tennis court side, where it's picked up by Dag, and he gets another single. He's gone to 4, 140 for 8 in the 46th. Change in the field here. Up comes Newton from 3rd man inside the circle. Back goes Kant to deep mid wicket, because Sandeep Padmalaya, he can't hit them, and you don't exactly know where they're going all the time. But here we go now. He's a right-handed bat, 2 deep, 3 deep on the leg side. And here's McCabe now, running away from us, past umpire Stoneman, bowling to Padmalaya, and he doesn't bowl there, he just cuts out. I think he caught his right arm, his bowling hand on his trouser waistband there, and umpire Stoneman just sort of leans back there and claps his hands behind his back. He's got to stand out there an extra few seconds now. But here he goes now. Here's McCabe to try again over the wicket. He bowls, and Bandeep's driving just to the onside of the stumps this time. The ball runs back down towards us to Rainford at long on. And there's a run of 141 now for 8 in the 46th. Padmalaya's gone to 22. Stubbs on the strike, the right-hander as well. In comes Kant, and back goes Newton. Fine leg as well. Still got the deep square in place. A long on and deep cover. In goes McCabe, and there's Stubbs. He's hit it high, and that'll be 6. That's 6 under the roof of the clubhouse just next to us here. And Dotty, sitting down beside us, gets a fright and eyes that ball up when it stopped. I'm going to run after it and get it. But it's weighing a handbag now down here. But 6 more to the total there, 147 for 8. Now, Stubbs on strike, he's gone to 10. Now what can Kant do here? He's kept himself inside the circle. McCabe in and bowls, and that's run off a nice little turn around the corner up towards fine leg. They've completed 1 run, and they're just going to keep it there for now. Peter Fields over at the top end, across towards the house end, Prior's Flat, Prior's Terrace and Spittle Terrace. But McCabe's going to bowl again now. He's just nearly at the end of his run. So we've got a long off, a long on, a deep square, a deep mid-wicket and a deep cover outside the circle. A short third man and a short fine leg as McCabe's in the bowl now. They're running for one here as he plays square up towards the tennis courts, and Newton picks up. He's gone to 23. The score goes to 149 for 8 in the 46th here, Newcastle City. And there we 104 for 5 at one stage, so a little bit of a comeback here. Here's McCabe now, runs in past Stoneman, up he goes and bowls short again, and it's running to the leg side, and McCabe has to sprint after that one, and they concede a run. McCabe picks that one up, and that's the end of the 46th over. So 4 to go now, 150 for 8. The 150 up for Newcastle City. Pat Malaya, the captain, 23, Stubbs 12, and it will be David Newton to continue bowling from the top end. And here we go. We're about there now. Stubbs is just getting himself settled, so nobody close in. We've got a long off, a long on, a deep mid wicket over by the tennis courts, a deep square leg over there as well, and a deep cover. But here's Newton again now, bowls full, and that's got through the batsman, and that couldn't have been very far from the stumps. It smacks into Crichton's pads there, and no run. 150 for 8. 47th over. Lost the sun for a little while, yeah. Well, we still lost the sun. It's still quite warm though. No addition to the spectators so far yet. Priors flat this afternoon as Newton bowls again on a good length, and that was rather an uppish drive there from Stubbs, but it's over. Newton the bowler, and up there towards Kant at long off, who fields, throws into the bowler's end, and one more added to the total. 151 for 8 now in Newcastle City. So here we go. Here's Newton just about at the end of his run. Turns now, and he comes. Trundles in towards us here, bowling to Pat Malaya, who hits this one up towards the scoreboard in a cross-batted fashion. It's fielded by Dag up there in front of the spectators and thrown in towards us here to Newton at the far end. And another run added to the total there. Pat Malaya's gone to 24. 152 for 8 now Newcastle City. And here's David Newton again now. In he comes and bowls, and that's full, and it's driven up towards Dag again up by the scoreboard, and it's there's a misfield. They're coming back for 2. The throw comes in now, and another little slip there from Tynedale. 2 more added to the total there, so 154 for 8. And it's Stubbs on strike still, a short fine leg and a short third man, a point, deep cover, an extra, long off, a long on, a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket. As in comes Newton again now, bowls. Stubbs is forward and he's pushed it out towards the scoreboard again. Dag sprinting in. Are they looking for 2? No, they're going to keep it to 1. Dag throws in now. He's been kept busy up there by the scoreboard, just slightly to the right in front of the green corrugated fence across there. But here's Newton again now. About to the end of his run. He's just there now. 2 wickets for him this afternoon. And he comes now and bowls. It's Pat Malaya to face strike. Full, and it's hit high. It's highish, but it bounces before it gets to Mannion across at the tennis courts at deep square. 1 more run. Mannion throws in to the wicketkeeper's end. It's 156 for 8 at the end of the 47th. Pat Malaya 25, Stubbs 16. These two putting on a little partnership here at the end of the Newcastle City innings. And where are we up to? The wickets have fallen at 58, 59, 63, 89, 104, 122, 127 and 128. So 28 this partnership worth for the 9th wicket for Newcastle City. Pat Malaya on strike, the field's scattered. We've got short fine leg and short third man. We've got 3 deep to the leg and 2 deep, 1 deep to the off. 2 deep to the off as Pat Malaya hits it square, and that one doesn't get outside the circle to Newton at point there, and there's 1 run added. 157 for 8, 48th over. Now, how are we going here? Biley just pops up a little catch to McCabe, who's bowling. In comes Dag from long off inside the circle, so we've got a deep cover, a long on, a deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg to Stubbs. Now, McCabe bowls, he hits it high in the air, on the offside up towards the tennis court. He had one hand off the bat there, and Stubbs comes through for another one. Now he goes to 17, the score goes to 158 for 8 in the 48th over. And welcome to our second broadcast here. If you've joined us, you're more than welcome to do so live on Spreaker Internet Radio or via YouTube, via the Cricket West Tyne channel on that platform. But McCabe again now when he goes and bowls to Padmalayer, who pushes it for one again, square on that offside, and it's Newton who fields at point. And the score goes to 159 for 8. Padmalayer's gone to 27. Stubbs, and he's just batting in his blue cap. So in comes the field, up comes Dag again from long off. Down goes David Newton to third man. Still too deep to the leg as McCabe's in and bowls now, and that cramps Stubbs up, but they're sprinting 2 for 1. The captain's in now on the edge of the circle picking up and rolls the ball along the floor back to McCabe. So one more to the total, 160 for 8. 2 of us to go after this one. And it's Padmalayer on strike. A little shout of encouragement there from Jamie Crichton behind the stumps. In he goes now, charges up past Stoneman and bowls. And there's Padmalayer who guides that one up towards third man where Newton fields on the edge of the circle for a single. And it's 161 for 8 now. Padmalayer's gone to 28. Stubbs on strike 18. Padmalayer's signalling for a drink with 2 of us to go. He must just want a rest for these last 2 of us. But here's McCabe now, charges in. He's up there and bowls short, and it doesn't get up all that much, and it's defended. A dot ball there for McCabe. Stubbs defends that one at the end of the 48th. It's 161 for 8 Newcastle City. It's Padmalayer 28, not out. Stubbs is 18, and the last wicket fell at 128, and that was David Newton who took that wicket. And Dotty sitting quietly, we've still got her with us here, just down to our right hand side. A little pup, a trainee guide dog, watching the cricket intensely. The ball is probably more to the question. We've just got a little interval in play here. The 2 batsmen need a drink, and it's Stubbs who's getting a drink as well. Padmalayer sends the water carrier off with a waft of the hand there before he makes his way back to the middle. The 2 umpires have a little chat. 2 of us to go here. 161 for 8. It's going to be Paul Newton who's come on for his second spell. The change of ends for him. He's coming towards us now from the gasworks end. Corbridge in the distance there beyond him. So he's going to have no slips, 2 deep to the leg side across to the tennis courts, 2 straight in the deep, and deep cover in there as well down by the house end. And there's a whacked shot up to for 4, and that'll go for 4 up towards the scoreboard. It was just off the straight at 45 up towards wide long on there, and Dag had no chance running round to his right across at that top corner. Now we're changing the field. Callan McCabe comes out of short fine leg. He's gone into the mid-wicket region, but not all the way back, as Newton's in again now and bowls, and there's a sweep, and he's bowled him. He's out. The big sweep attempted there from Padmalayer, and he's gone for a very well made 32 in the 49th over. And there's another wicket to Paul Newton, and that's the 9th to fall to 165 for 9 in the penultimate over. And it will be it was a good shot before that, shot for 4 up towards the scoreboard, but another attempt trying to add just a few more runs on at the end there, and he's bowled playing across the line. And a slight applause there from the sparse crowd here at Priors Flat this afternoon. Not many in. We've lost the sun. A tea break coming up. What time are we on? Just coming up to 4:15, according to my clock here. So we're going to have Newton again, and we're going to field here for the new bat for Newcastle City's more or less the same. We've got a deep mid wicket and a deep square leg, a long off, a long on, and a deep cover outside the circle. We've got a backward point, an extra cover, a short third man inside, and a mid wicket as well. Callum McCabe, a deepish mid wicket there on the edge of the circle, fields that one, running in there as it was pushed away, and there was no run. 165 for 9. Here's Newton again now, bowling, coming in to bowl. A little dinky that time, and it's just he went back there and played it square to Sam Peter there at backward point, just next to umpire Stoneman. Probably wondering how the test match is going. His son Mark playing in the test match down at Lord's. But here he goes now. Here's Newton again who bowls. That's a quicker one, and that's turned up to Callum McCabe again, and this time they go for the single through to the top end there to umpire Davidson's end. 166 for 9 now, Newcastle City. Penultimate over here. Stubbs on strike, 18 not out, facing up to Newton now. Bowls, and there's Stubbs who plays for 1 to backward point, and it's Peter who goes to his right there to field that one. Across to our right, and that's the end of the over, the end of the penultimate over. 167 for 9, Newcastle City. Padmale out in the last over for 32. Stubbs, he'll be on strike. Will he have the strike at this one? I think he might. They're both wearing the light blue caps out there. Yes, Stubbs will have the strike. He's 19 not out, and he's already hit a big 6 over here towards the clubhouse. Let's see what he can do now. Will Tom Cant, I think he's spreading the field. He will do for Stubbs. So we've got the deep cover in place over to the left by the tennis courts. No, he's not putting long off back. Long on's in place. Too deep square of the wicket to the leg side, and Stubbs drives that one, and it's half stopped there. Good stop there from Callum McCabe. Hit that one straight back hard, and he's certain to have saved 1 run there, McCabe. So Stubbs goes to 20. I think he'll have gone to now. 167 for 9. 168 for 9. Just waiting for the scoreboard to click over, and it will be Callum McCabe again bowling the 50th over here. 1 more wicket to take for Tynedale, and that's turned nicely up towards short fine leg, where it's Sam Peter up there in his shirt sleeves and his light blue cap for Tynedale, who picks it up and throws in. Dottie was pleased with that one. She's kind of taken shelter a bit at the minute. She's lost interest in the cricket, but we've had a couple of our 4-legged friends across. We've had Finley and we've had Dottie today, but here's Callum McCabe in the bowl again, past the umpire now to Stubbs, who goes for the big swing this time and plays and misses outside the off stump, and Crichton takes it cleanly. But more important, it was a dot ball there. 169 for 9 in the last over of the first innings here of this match. And here's McCabe just about to bowl again. He's just nearly at the end of his mark across to our left from our end. And here he goes now. Runs away from us, past the umpire, and bowls to Stubbs. And Stubbs back and tries to cut a short ball, and it bounced about head height there. But it went through to Crichton, the wicketkeeper. Another dot ball. Keeps the score the same. And they're bringing Long off up now, and third man back. And maybe we're in for another short ball here. Going to tempt him to try and hit out here. There's 2 catchers down deep on the leg side. There's a short one, and that's hit in, and it's hit his head. Crichton got it, and he's out. Oh, he's given himself out, yes. It hit his glove, and Crichton's taken the catch. Well done on Stubbs there. He signalled immediately that he'd hit it, and Crichton caught it, and he's shaking his hand in a bit of pain. So anyway, that's all the Newcastle City. The innings closes. They're all out. 169 all out after I think it would be 49.5 overs, I think. unless that was the last ball there. But 169 for all out Newcastle City, and Stubbs there makes a nice 20 to end the innings. He's pushed the score up a bit, so well done to him. And that was also Callum McCabe's second wicket, so 2 wickets for him today, and 4 to Paul Newton, 2 to David Newton, 2 to McCabe, and 2 for Kant as well. And the umpires here just making their way off. So we've come to the tea break here, just at 20 past 4. Our next scheduled broadcast is at 5 o'clock. We'll bring you an update as Tynedale look to go on the chase. They'll need 170 to win according to our scoreboard down there at the moment, so 170 or 50 overs, and we'll be back at 5 o'clock. So there we go. I'll speak to you again at 5 o'clock.